Live coverage of tonight's race presented by the Asphalt Racing Network, of course, in partnership with Decals Paint Photoshop for your iRacing one-stop shop needs. It's the guy to check out, and of course, your one-stop shop for diecast. That'll be Young Hitter Collectibles. Be sure to look us up on Facebook and whatnot. We are back for another week of American Stock Car Racing. Back at the Trioval down in Daytona Beach, Florida. Of course, that is the Daytona International Speedway. Roughly about a 2.5-mile track here for the drivers tonight. 77 degrees right now as we're getting into qualifying. Pretty good percentage to or degree to be at right now for warm-ups. Of course, dusk right now, so we're going to have a night race here. 4 additional sets of tires, 1 fast repair, waiting in the bank. 65% on fuel, so that's probably roughly about 25 to 30 laps of fuel a run. We're going to have multiple pit stops here today, and of course, a great show for the folks at home. Right now, qualifying is underway. Go ahead and pull up the leaderboard for qualifying right now. Few drivers on track. None have hit a time yet. Horst now setting the first time. Michael Hora not too far behind. I don't know why everything's bugging out right now. Adam Kilday makes a good run there to currently take the lead. Tyler Hurt moves himself into second. Off his first lap. Still has one more to go. James Manderud climbs himself up to second right now. Steven Jack currently in 6th. Horst will indeed take it back. '69 Charlie Morgan out on the field. Not much left for a qualifying time. He's already got 2 wins. 2 wins back to back, shall we say. Currently 14th right now. Oh, moved himself up to a nice pole position. Fastest time to beat right now. 51.197. Hunter Smith currently out on the field. Smith already put himself in second place. But it seems like that 51.2 will be the end of his run. That is exactly where his night is going to start. Second place, right behind Charlie Morgan, who came in and practically stole a pole position. Matthew Wilson finishing his qualifying times right now in 15th currently. Stephen Alessi out on the field here today from Boston, New York. He's going to kill me for that, but I'm originally a Yankee myself, so it's okay, Alessi. Todd. It's a running joke now because I was pronouncing his name wrong for an entire season and no one said it. So it's Todd Poston on the field right now. Eric Rodeman praying he gets out of this one clean. Is it really still trying to run an ad when I have my ads turned off? How many other people we got left here qualifying? Jet Seller still has some time. He's got about a lap and a quarter left. Vicente Guerrero finally out on the field. Currently 20th. Actually, a shocker. Moves himself up to second place. Still untouchable in the pole position. Charlie Morgan, he survived at least 3 now. Only a few other people on the track that can come get a pole. It's going to be Alessi right now, who I believe is finished. So that I believe is the only hope left would be Dwayne Corbet to beat a pole here tonight. I hope you're not rooting against Charlie, because it seems like that's how it's going to be tonight. Charlie Morgan gets the pole. Now has to manage to make it through the field of possible chaos at times to be able to claim another victory here this season. So let him solidify himself pretty hard. Another driver tried to beat it. Didn't get it. Came pretty close. Rodman, 51.216. Not too far off, but also not too close. Still had some time to possibly make back up. Will sit himself in second place now, though. 96 and the 69 will be row number 1. Madeline Jackson on the field now, finishing a qualifying time. Currently not on the board yet out of all 21 drivers that have qualified. So we've still got some time. Corbett was using his out lap slow on the bottom. Is now getting up and running. Hope everybody in chat's having a good night. Welcome in if this is your first time. We appreciate you popping in here, not only for the American Stock Car Racing League, but for the Asphalt Racing Network. A lot goes on behind closed doors, out in public. We work hard here at ARN to bring you guys quality broadcasts, and these drivers work hard in those cars to bring you either chaos that turns into enjoyment as a fan, or some really good, tough racing. Corbet still in 22nd. Now officially moves up to a top 5 spot. Not where he was expecting to be. Madeline Jackson now seeding herself in 16th. Able to get up to 15th there. We'll pass Michael Hora. Qualifying grid now officially set. Moving on to a warm-up. It's going to be 5 minutes of warm-ups for these drivers to get acquainted around each other on the track. And, of course, with each other as well. Beautiful view here at Daytona. Lights already on. Around the track. And in the grandstand, drivers are now slowly getting out of pits. Getting ready to go. Racing here in just a few minutes. Of course, if you're new here, we got a whole bunch of cams for you tonight. Flag, stand cam for all the green flag restarts that we'll get here tonight. Your beautiful sky cam that you'll see probably right before we hit a commercial break. Pit lane, entering pit lane on the exit stripe. As well, you'll have wall cams all throughout the night for cranked ups. Got a nice, beautiful fan cam for you in the grandstands. Or you can feel like a spotter. Made one of them tall cameras, wide angles on the long stretches. You can see everything that happens together. Be a lot of good pack racing you can get with these cameras here tonight. And I promise you, you will. 8 minutes left in their warm-ups now. You can see everybody starting to get comfortable. Trying to run not only around each other, with each other. Watching tonight from Outer Banks camping. Sorry to miss. See y'all next week. Hey, brother, enjoy your weekend. Outer Banks is a good place to be, so. Any more races today? Are we talking about broadcast? Unfortunately, no. It's about one a day. So you can catch us racing tomorrow, but right time, Next Gen Series, that returns in September 9th to be exact, 9:05 p.m. on Wednesdays. You can catch the Asphalt Racing League on Thursdays. That is still a typo I forgot to fix. Asphalt Racing League on Thursday nights here on Twitch or on the Asphalt Racing Network on YouTube. Fridays at 8:30. You can Thursdays, and on Saturdays you can catch the Naris Cup Series on Twitch and YouTube. Saturday 8:45 p.m. So there's still a bunch of opportunities for you to catch a race here. Got about 6 minutes left in the warm-ups. Of course, remember, if you guys are on iRacing and you're looking to boost your skills to the next level, be sure to check out AI Chief. 1.1.9 has officially just dropped. Big update on the Chief side, telemetry side, some call-outs, and of course, text-to-speech commands as well. Pro Plus just got a big update as well. Still getting updates, of course. But let's let Rip from AI Chief tell you about the streamer side of the Plus membership.
More. Every overlay done. Cleaner, faster, built for racers. And built for streamers. But that was just the warm-up. Introducing the AI Chief Streamer Engine. A full broadcast-style control tower. Built right into Chief. One unified chat window. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Every message all in one place. Someone drops a gift, Chief tells you. Front row Joey dropped the DJ spin. This is a race car, not a charity, but we'll take your money anyway. New follower? Chief tells you. Raid, member, super chat? Chief's already on it. Too busy battling for the lead to read chat? Don't worry, I'll read it for you. Signature Esports says, I know I said something about it on stream, but it would be cool to use Chief to be a pit reporter. This isn't another overlay package. This is your production crew. AI Chief Pro Plus. Coming soon.
if you are looking to elevate your game, AI Chief is going to be the way to go. Of course, use code TBONE at checkout to support the stream and let them know who sent you. Of course, sometimes I feel like some of these guys in here might need AI Chief just to hear about those tires. Tire wear sometimes is a big problem depending on the car. Trucks, not so much here tonight. It's going to be the gas they're going to have to worry about throughout the rest of the night. Try to make some good runs here tonight on fuel strategy in a hopeful green window. As a driver, it's always the easy way out to get that caution during your pit cycle. It means you don't have to lose position. You can go in and get out the same position, but of course, for a lot of other drivers, that strategy makes a huge difference, and they want those green flag runs. It makes for better racing. A lot of times, though, during those green flag runs, I shall say, someone that's not on the track right now, well, one of the drivers not on the track right now, another one we have seen do multiple times, is going to be Josh Ball. Josh Ball normally, and I mean normally, with Vicente Guerrero, have a really good run when it comes to green flag pit cycles. I feel like every time we have seen them be the first to go into pits, they have cycled out with a win for the team of No Presta Racing. So might see another one here tonight. It's going to all come down to the green flag laps. About 3 more minutes before we're going to get rolling here. Right now, we can show you the tower with the best time so far set in the warm-up. Then it's going to go... Oh, it's all messed up right now. We got like 4 people on the top. See if we can refresh that. There we go. DJ Norris in your 1 spot right now for warm-ups. Banky in 2nd. Hunter Smith in 3rd. Chet Sellers in 4th. Horst rounding out your top 5. Speaking of Horst, there he goes. Yeah, winding down now, getting ready. We're going to go ahead and shoot it over to our national anthem. We'll be back with some grid action.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is now time. The grid. Well, these drivers have been working hard for all week. Finally now coming down to this point in time. Now the drivers from the Eagle Eye nest in the sky. We're about ready to get rolling here. Once again, if you're now tuning in to your rolling grid, in row number 1 in the pole position is going to be Charlie Morgan and Eric Roneman. Row 2, Vicente Guerrero and Hunter Smith. Row number 3, Dwayne Corbet and Ethan Horst. Row 4, Todd Poston, Stephen Jack. Row number 5, Chase Greer and Edward Smith. Row 6, James Vanderrood and Adam Kilday. Row 7, Paul Bloom with Tyler Hurt. Row 8, Madeline Jackson, Michael Hora on the outside. Row number 9, Stephen Alessi and Chet Sellers. Row 10, Brandon Matthews with DJ Norris on the outside. Kevin Leash and Matt Banky both in row 11. Matthew Wilson and Trevor Yates, row 12. Row 13, Dalton Gibson and Josh Ball. That's going to round out your 26-car field here today. Pace car in now to the green flag. Changes so far. Lap 1 about to be completed. This time by Charlie Morgan, still currently in your lead position. Lap number 2, high side, getting the charge early on, as expected. High side always gets the charge here on Monday nights. Charlie Morgan, Guerrero, Rodeman, all right there, but it is still going to be a close run here tonight between the drivers. Guerrero still staying on the top side, Rodeman not too far behind. Start watching that low line. Looks like they're trying to formulate a little bit of a run here. Already gaining some car lengths. Decides to drop to that bottom side. Probably use that low line advantage. Might go back up. And does a little bit of contact into the wall there from the few drivers behind. 15, of course, now in fourth place. Pretty good runs here up in the front. A lot of pack separation. Paul Bloom off pace, as well as Madeline Jackson right now. Both 2 laps down. Obviously starting the race with some penalties. The lead now. Top side doing phenomenal so far here tonight. The bottom side is slowly catching up. They're not letting them run away with it. It's going to be a good thing for them here tonight. Of course, our championship has now tightened up a little bit more than it has the last few weeks. It's increasingly been getting stronger in the fights. It's been a lot more. I would say there's been a lot less aggression and more tactical style this season so far. Only, 5 races in. Drivers have shown some really good sights for the future of this season. Cautions have been at an all-time minimum. But the championship picture has changed pretty dramatically since we were here last week. Adam Kilday still sits atop the standings. But that lead that once looked comfortable is now gone. You see, Kilday is 154 points. His teammate Josh Ball not too far behind, just 2 points back. Top 3 is really close now. Charlie Morgan, after getting 2 wins, in third, solidifies himself back 17 points. Of course, you also have Banky and Guerrero, who are tied at 129 apiece. Guerrero, another No Presta Racing member. Alan Hess sitting just 1 point behind them. Of course, Daniel Holloway and Trevor Yates have both climbed all the way to 116 points. Both tied at 7th place right now. Championship is tightening up. The contenders are stacking up. And of course, tonight could be another major turning point in the season. Only 5 weeks in. Pretty good runs we've seen here so far tonight. A little bit of a pack break up in the back there. I feel like it's pretty early, lap 7, for that to happen. All the way to Steve and Jack. 17 cars in that front pack. Matt Banky leading this rear pack right now. Not too far off pace. They have a disadvantage from car numbers, which will make a difference on how strong they can run to get back up to the leaders. Kevin Lee, Shalesi, Gibson, Sellers, Yates, DJ Norris just off in the back there. Still holding really good right now. 8 laps in, we've seen some moves. We haven't seen anything too aggressive. once again, it's still early in the race. You don't want to do something now that's going to cost the next 90 laps of your race to be gone. Up in smoke. By now, a lot of these drivers, they're no stranger to one another. They know how they drive around each other. A little bit easier for them to have to navigate the track while navigating traffic. Charlie Morgan holding the lead. Morgan right now only 3 laps led. Was overtaken by Guerrero just a few laps ago. Now finds himself back in the lead. Hunter Smith slowly starting to get that charge on the bottom side. Smith really doesn't have much to go. A little bit of a bump from Horst back there. Trying to keep him on and moving. A lot of wiggling back and forth. Drivers trying to run within the draft. Late stages of a race with bad tires, that blinking can get you into some trouble. That wiggling as well can cause some pretty big accidents to happen. Right now, Smith had a charge. Doesn't seem like it lasted long for him right now, as he's now back 3 car lengths. Losing a little bit of momentum to Charlie right now. Charlie is just dominating that top side. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Knows when to put the block in. Is doing it comfortably as well. Vicente Guerrero, not an easy person to pick up on when he's going to make that move. So good on the 69 to be able to know when to go down. Of course, Morgan, a part of No Presta, so he's on the ball. Speaking of ball, Josh Ball sitting in top 5 right now. Sitting behind Hurt, that 97, that red truck on the top side, trying to lead the top side charge right now. Kilday not too far behind. Kilday alongside of Greer there. Greer, that 40 truck on the top, that purple 40 truck on the top side. Greer on the bottom side, and that red and white truck just behind the 19 of Corbet. So far, so good. Top 10 right now is now going to be the 20 of Hunter Smith. He's fallen pretty hard there since he was running that charge on the bottom side. He was making up some space, only had about 3 car lengths in front of him, and it all just went back downhill for him here now. Of course, going back to the 85 of Kilday. Looking at the top from your... Ooh, there's a wreck. Looks like Chase Greer around. Few other drivers too might have been in that. Josh Ball getting a pretty big brunt of that hit. Looks like he might have got a hit from behind. Back it up here. Yeah, it just looks like possibly a bad hit from behind, or he just overturned. Bad amount of damage for them here. First caution out now, about 15 laps in. Of course, driver's going to be in the pits this time. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
So we built more. Every overlay done. Cleaner, faster, built for racers. And built for streamers. But that was just the warm-up. Introducing the AI Chief Streamer Engine. A full broadcast-style control tower. Built right into Chief. One unified chat window. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Every message all in one place. Someone drops a gift, Chief tells you. Front row Joey dropped the DJ spin. This is a race car, not a charity, but we'll take your money anyway. New follower? Chief tells you. Raid, member, super chat? Chief's already on it. Too busy battling for the lead to read chat? Don't worry, I'll read it for you. Signature Esports says, I know I said something about it on stream, but it would be cool to use Chief to be a pit reporter. This isn't another overlay package. This is your production crew. AI Chief Pro Plus. Coming soon.
We're gonna play chess while all these other boys are playing checkers.
Let's get as many points as we can. It all starts right here. Are you ready?
And the green flag is in the air. Here they come, storming to turn one. This is incredible! Can he get it done?
The grandstands are going wild.
They're crashing mid-cat. Checkered flag is out.
What a finish, boys.
Every journey toward racing excellence begins the same way, with preparation. Different tracks, different stakes, but the same attention to detail. Today, the gap between the garage and the living room has never been smaller. Because mastery isn't about where you start, it's about where you train. Whether you're chasing trophies or lap times, The road to racing excellence starts with the same tools. Logitech G.
Back. Still under caution right now. Lap 15 is where we saw that first yellow flag come out. Not so bad. Still bad enough. Where Josh Ball is now back out on the track. 23rd. Fast repair most likely used. Chase Greer as well. He's in 25th. Charlie Morgan now in 27th. Tyler Hurt, your current leader. Getting ready to take us back to green flag as the pace car is off now. And the green flag is going to come back out. Dwayne Corbet now going to take the lead over Smith. Tyler Hurt moving down. 97 to Hurt. Bottom side gets the lead back. Not too far behind. They're going to go back and forth for this lead. Corbet now back to it. Tyler Hurt back. Top line finally has a good lead. How long will they be able to hold this lead, though, is going to be the question. Tyler Hurt falling off the pack now. Corbet moves to your current leader. Strikes again in the back of the field. 21 of Dalton Gibson, or 17, I'm sorry, of Dalton Gibson around this time at about lap 21. That does not look good, just in front of him. He thought they were going to wash back up. Wise move to get out of the way. When you see that right in front of you, you do everything in your power to avoid it. You did a good job there. 77 goes sideways. Preventative caution thrown out. Wise decision. What a save by the 77, shall we say. Leash in 19th. Lost a few with a minor wreck. Todd Poston now going to be in the lead. Lead is back down to pits under caution. see some fake outs. I'm not sure if everybody would go. A few drivers staying out. Brandon Matthews, Chet Sellers. Brandon Matthews will cycle to the lead at this point in time. As that second caution came out not too long after we went back green for the first one. Now going to choose cone this time by. We're going to have Brandon Matthews and Chet Sellers in row number 1. Todd Poston and Dwayne Corbett, row number 2. And Kildare rounding out your top 5. Should be a good restart. Still a lot of good racing left to go in the first half of this race. They'll take that break at lap number 50. Now back in the box. Green is going to be out this time. It's going to be back on and moving. Chet Sellers, your current leader. Ooh, thought about going down low. Was not clear. Matthews going to be able to take that lead. last turn. Charlie Morgan up to 6th place. Eric Rodman just moved himself up 2 places to 4th right now. Dwayne Corbet sneaks out a lead in the top lane. He is well clear of the leaders. Will go down. Corbet will block Sellers. That leaves Rodman high and dry on the outside. He's now going to take the order for himself. Seems like he actually will have the opportunity to do it, but they're falling off pace already. About 2 car lengths back. I just don't think that top line's going to have a run right now. They have a pretty big gap as well. Not too far behind. Rodman to the lead. About halfway through the first stint. Hurt said you could have it for a lap, but I want it back before we hit the line. Hurt and Morgan side by side. Morgan dives low to get that draft. Doesn't want to get left high and dry. Still holding that lead position. Now Alessi wants to try to lead a lap for himself. Some hard charges up in the top 5 right now, shall I say. Look for it yourself. Alessi, 16 positions up from where he qualified. Trevor Yates up 22. Tyler Hurt up 11. DJ Norris up 16. And just outside, you got Matthew Wilson, who's up 17 currently, and Matt Banky up 14. Wilson sitting on the outside, right behind DJ Norris.
few pits starting to happen now. Driver's currently going in this time. 33 a ball in. 69 to Charlie Morgan, Dwayne Corvette, Vicente Guerrero, Adam Gilday, Josh Ball, a.k.a. No Presta Racing, all into pits this time. Charlie Morgan will be the fastest one to leave out of the group. Brennan Matthews coming into pits. About spot on, most likely. Only 21 laps of fuel in these tanks. Tyler Hurd, we can see his telemetry in the tower right now. Sitting about half. Last pit stop was lap 22 for him. A lot of other drivers at lap 22 as well. I don't think they got 20 laps of fuel in the tank. We know you don't. About at 10 laps remaining right now. No Presto probably going to have the strong hand here in the green flag pit stops. Charlie Morgan right now in 21st. They're not all in draft, and that could be a bad thing. A lot of drivers in that time. Steven, Jack, Leash, Norris, Banky, Hora, and Mandaroon. Tyler Hurt still charging at the front of the pack right now. Lurking for my goat. Also just got a Spanish Honda ad. Hey, we're moving up in the world. I love it. Appreciate your work on that one. Well, folks, apparently if you don't get a Spanish Honda ad while joining the stream, you ain't doing something right with your life. Right now, the biggest question, 15 laps to go. Who's gonna take the stage break finish in first? Tyler Hurt is yet to pit. Trevor Yates and Hurt going back and forth here. Still no intention at this point in time from Hurt to go into pits. Back at telemetry, 14 to go. About a quarter of a tank left to go now. And know if the time difference made enough distance-wise for these guys to hold the lead when they come back out. Now Kilday and company are about 14th to 18th. Kilday currently has 154 points. He's still the championship leader, but his position is nowhere near as comfortable as it was just 1 week ago. Kilday came into the last race with a 15-point advantage over Josh Ball. Of course, tonight just 2 points separate them. Kilday finished third last week after starting in 11th and scoring 38 points on the night. That is a championship caliber result coming from Kilday. But Josh Ball scored 51 total points, and suddenly the driver sitting in second has the championship leader directly in his sights. Kilday has been incredibly consistent throughout this season so far. But now the question isn't whether he can lead the championship. The question is, can he hold off Josh Ball? Trevor Yates still currently your leader. Stephen Alessi now up to second. A lot of drivers back into pits now. Got another 7. Todd Poston. Gibson now currently in the lead. Oh, something struck down pit road. What happened here? '77 got pushed. Everything in his power to save that truck. And did no damage. But he's still going around. Got to ease back on it there, bud. It's going to cost him some positioning now as he's in 25th. Dalton Gibson running on E. Tyler Hurd as well. Tell you, this entire front pack all running on E right now with about 8 laps to go. Charlie Morgan Coasting with a half a tank of fuel. Trying to tote it to the stage break. Once that current lead pack goes in, Charlie and the rest of No Presta Racing will cycle back out to the leaders. My mic's been muted this whole time. Sorry, guys. Uncontested still to this time. Of course, that 19 might go out to the outside. Trying to make a run. I really doubt it. Whoa. Josh Ball said he's going to start making a run. Charlie doesn't know what to do. Team is going to wreck each other. One lap left to go for stage number 1. Stage number 1 going to Charlie. Stage brake caution is going to be out now. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back with more action after this commercial.
Industry. It runs on your industry, your hard work. After all, the wheels of commerce don't spin by themselves. It takes an expert to keep them turning. You. Mobile experts can help. Working by your side to make machines and engines last longer, streamline maintenance, understand data, and act on it, saving time, money, and energy. Because everything runs precisely, exactly, and completely the way it's designed. Something we understand inside out, from working together with experts at equipment manufacturers. Enough to earn their recommendation in 3 short words. Fill with mobile. And it's not written in pencil for a reason. The well-oiled machine, you make it that way. Because you fill with more than exceptional lubrication. You fill with expertise, collaboration, and pride. You fill with mobile.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
Make all the best moves, and then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. Things happen that are out of your control. And when debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. National Debt Relief is the most trusted debt relief company in America and can get you back on track and then control. And they don't just patch things up. They help you build a winning strategy so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. National Debt Relief helps reduce your debt so you can focus on moving forward. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Every journey toward racing excellence begins the same way, with preparation. Different tracks, different stakes, but the same attention to detail. Today, the gap between the garage and the living room has never been smaller. Because mastery isn't about where you start, it's about where you train. Whether you're chasing trophies or lap times, the road to racing excellence starts with the same tools. Logitech G wheels and pedals available with one click on.
Come on, guys, eat your food. Let's go. I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Is my makeup messy? Yes, it's messy.
Matt Wilson. Well, pretty good, pretty strong in the front. Of course, 96 of Morgan, not 69 of Morgan, not too far behind the 96 of Rodman. Morgan gonna take the jump to the bottom side. Not sure how much is going to pay off. He's already having to block both lines. Slowly starting to lose the advantage on the bottom side. By staying up on that high side. Now, Poston going to go to the lead. Morgan just barely gets it back, though. It's going to be pretty close now with the bottom and top side runs. Bottom falling off, and there's a huge wreck. Josh Paul involved in that already used a fast repair, so depending on his damage, might be the end of the night. I'll be in pits for a bit. Giving leash as well.
Charlie Morgan still currently your leader. Going back to our championship points. Currently sitting in second right now. Josh Ball only 2 points back. There was a driver. Was everybody's attention tonight? It is Josh. 152 points, only 2 behind his teammate of Kilday. Of course, finishing with an outstanding night last week's race. Finished second after starting sixth for 51 points in total that night. Of course, a huge champ day for him. And of course, the worst part for Kilday, Ball isn't just finishing well. He's accumulating his bonus points. He's getting stage points. And of course, he's now winning races. Of course, consistently finding speed and finding ways to maximize his night. Championship lead went from 15 points to now just 2. Of course, Ball has the opportunity to take that championship lead here tonight, depending on their finishing positions. Of course, Choose Cone this time by Sellers and Wilson. Going to be in row 1. So a pretty good night here so far. Track temps have actually cooled down a little bit. 75 degrees on track now compared to the 79 it was earlier. Of course, a few drivers still having a fast repair in the bank. $59 laps out of 100. $20 total lead changes so far. That's only going to get bigger as the night goes on. Finishing the 13th lap for caution here now. We're going to have a green flag back out. 42 to go. Already counting down. So there's a good clean run on that bottom side. Wilson being pushed by Morgan. Wilson has the opportunity to push with a good driver just behind to get that lead. We also got to wonder if Morgan's going to leave him out to dry if he can get around. Wilson all over the field right there on the top side. Needs to keep it steady if they want to gain time. Tyler Hurt currently getting the lead. Just blocks Wilson. Uh-oh. There it goes again. Matt Bangy involved in this one. There it is, just behind as a truck hits the wall on the outside. Driver's got worried, didn't know where to go. 35 spins out the 76 of Edward Smith. Banky, Smith, and Matthews, 79 right there. All affected on that one. Now, of course, back under caution. Fifth one here tonight. Back under caution now. Matthew Wilson. Jet Sellers decided to stay out.
Dalton Gibson does get the lucky dog this time by. Lap 63 now. Get ready to go back to racing. Jet Sellers on the outside. Wilson restarting on the bottom. Alan Jackson all the way up to third now. Green flag's going to be back out on Chet. Not a good restart at all. Charlie Morgan already to the bottom side. Around Sellers. Morgan running a midline now. Bottom side charging in pretty strong. Morgan needs to work down. Chet and Morgan were side by side for a bit. Morgan gets a good advantage. Running not too far behind Morgan right now. $35 more laps to go. Shake up here going on now. Matthew Wilson sitting in 8th, trying to make a way up to the top. Josh Ball after that last accident in 22nd place. Matt Banky just sitting outside the top 10. He's 4th place in the battle for points right now. Him and Vicente Guerrero are both tied with 129. Allen Hess just 1 point behind 128. While Kilday and Ball battle at the top. We have another fight developing not too far behind him. Matt
Banky and Guerrero both being tied. It's going to be a big fight tonight between both of them to break that tie and get a little bit of an advantage. Of course, Allen has only 1 point behind them. He's praying that both of them have a really bad night so he can get as much as possible, get that advantage. Of course, 3 drivers, 2 points, and all 3 are within striking distance of a championship lead. Vicente Guerrero, he had a back-to-back statement, bringing the 4th win, if you'd like to say. Guerrero is coming off another huge performance. He won last week, started 5th originally on the night. Of course, gained 40 points, plus 8 bonus points, 41 points in total. Now he's sitting at 129 points. But of course, that isn't just one good race. Same tied for 4th. He's been making noise. If he could put this together, another night like last week, he can go from championship contender to a very big championship threat. So far, so good for a lot of these drivers here. Top 10, top 15. Charlie Morgan currently leading the race right now. More laps to go. Drivers trying to do everything they can to keep their position as clean as possible, as comfortable as possible. Leader currently about a half a tank of gas. Definitely going to be another pit cycle for gas. .27 to go. Morgan, Sellers, Rodham, and Paul Bloom
and DJ Norris all within the top 5. Paul Bloom started this race 2 laps down. Finds himself back on the lead lap and fighting for a win here tonight. Ooh, wrecking the backfield. Caution gonna be out now. Brandon Matthews with a meatball flag. A lot of drivers involved in this one. Right there in front of the 17 of Gibson. Tough situation. Tough situation right there. Bad situation, bad timing. Drivers dealing with another caution again. We're going to let them do their thing, and we're going to do our thing. We'll be right back in just a few.
Asked for more. So we built more. Every overlay done. Cleaner, faster, built for racers. And built for streamers. But that was just the warm-up. Introducing the AI Chief Streamer Engine. A full broadcast-style control tower. Built right into Chief. One unified chat window. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Every message all in one place. Someone drops a gift, Chief tells you.
Front row Joey dropped the DJ spin. This is a race car, not a charity, but we'll take your money anyway.
New follower? Chief tells you. Raid, member, super chat? Chief's already on it. Too busy battling for the lead to read chat? Don't worry, I'll read it for you.
Signature Esports says, I know I said something about it on stream, but it would be cool to use Chief to be a pit reporter.
This isn't another overlay package. This is your production crew. AI Chief Pro Plus. Coming soon.
We're going to play chess while all these other boys are playing checkers.
Let's get as many points as we can. It all starts right here. Are you ready?
And the green flag is in the air. Here they come, storming to turn 1. This is incredible!
Can he get it done? The grandstands are going wild.
Yeah, let's go, baby!
They're crashing mid-pack. Checkered flag is out.
What a finish, boys.
Every journey toward racing excellence begins the same way, with preparation. Different tracks, different stakes, but the same attention to detail. Today, the gap between the garage and the living room has never been smaller. Because mastery isn't about where you start, it's about where you train. Whether you're chasing trophies or lap times, the road to racing excellence starts with the same tools.
Logitech G.
Going back now, still under the 6th caution of the night. 69 and the 96. Charlie Morgan, Eric Rodeman still together here. I'm going to have to see how these drivers are going to be able to finish the rest of this race when it comes down to gas. Flag is going to be back out now. 23 to go. It's going to be a lot of gas saving here. Going to be about 2 laps short of gas. Some good fights up there today. Wouldn't say the craziest bit of racing. Oh, Paul still gets some damage. Release 5 to 6 cars involved in that one. Now we're definitely going to make the field. The 69 and Morgan back to the front. Looked like Pankey was going to be there, but might be in second.
I would expect everybody to be in pits this time. This guy should finish the rest of this race. Charlie Morgan, Hunter Smith, Banky Edwards Smith, and Hurt all in your top 5 right now. About 17 laps to go when we get back going. Juiceco this time by. Charlie Morgan is going to take that top side. Getting ready to go back green here. Yeah, critical. We've had a lot of cautions come at the end of the race here. Still about 17 laps to go. We still got some pretty big fights to watch here. Kilday versus Ball for 2 points. There's literally it. Kilday currently has that championship lead, but Ball has the momentum. Kilday 9th right now, Ball in 22nd. Green flag back out. Looking pretty good for Charlie Morgan right now
as he's still currently in that lead position. Not by much. Smith's going to be able to take it away from him. Chad Sellers with a hell of a crash. We're back to caution. Two drivers going in pitch right now. DJ Norris, Mandaroon, Rodman, Jackson, Bloom, Wilson, Yates, Sellers, Mora, and Leash. Charlie Morgan decided to stay out. Todd Poston in second place. Guerrero now back up into third. Everett Smith in fourth. Hunter Smith in fifth. This time by is going to be choose to go. Charlie Morgan leading only 36 laps of this race. Poston leading 5. Guerrero leading 4. Edward Smith up 6 positions right now. Hunter Smith, 4 laps left. Finished now. Charlie Morgan and Poston going to be taking us back to green flag racing. Green is out now. 12 laps to go. Oh, they're wrecking in front already. What seemed to be a clean night has turned itself around. '76 and the '85 that time. Cost a lot of people to get into that one. Bad situation here. They're going around the pit this time. We're going to slow it down just a little bit. 9 laps to go by the time we come back.
About 7 laps left by the time we get back green. Getting ready to go green. Green is going to be back out now. 8 laps to go. 7 when they cross the line this time. Posted back to back, side by side, going back and forth for the lead. 8 laps to go now. This is the most aggressive part of the night. Charlie Morgan now taking the run. Morgan, Smith, and Guerrero 1, 2, and 3 right now. Bottom line, trying to get the run going. There goes Guerrero. Looks like Vicente is going to hold the bottom line. Morgan runs the top line. Gotta worry about clearing that car behind you. Uh-oh. Off the track in the back end of the field. Matt Banky, Dwayne Corbett. A little bit of a questionable move from the 19 there. Looks like he parked it purposely to get a caution. That caution will be reviewed.
Charlie Morgan now will be back in the lead. I mean, 19 broke, but he had it saved. Not a good look for the 19, especially not helping his team in the lead either. Morgan and Smith going to be side by side here. Morgan, of course, choosing that high side. We have 3 laps left and we come back. A natural green-white checkered here. Now finally going back to green. 3 laps to go.
Smith currently leading. White flag is going to be out now as a huge caution comes out as well. Well, wreck. No caution this time. Hunter Smith and Charlie Morgan. Guerrero trying to go for the run. I don't think Charlie has the momentum, trying to push his teammate to the win. There goes the wreck out from the team, and Charlie Morgan crosses the line to take the win. Charlie Morgan gets your win. Hunter Smith finishing in second. Ethan Horst rounding out your podium finish. '26 green flag lead changes. 15 different leaders overall tonight. Not a bad number. Of course, we're going to start off with our third place finisher first. It's going to be the 15 of Ethan Horst.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing pretty good. I mean, probably not as good as your night. You're up 3 positions, started in 6th, finished in 3rd, managed to survive the cumulative cautions there at the end of the race. How are you feeling about your night?
You know, I'm pretty happy with that. I really was like, man, if I had like another half a lap or just another corner, because I was catching that lead like 3 cars after that wreck that almost took me out. I'm not exactly sure how I didn't get cleared out there. I'm excited to go watch that replay, but yeah, I had a draft on him like the whole lap, and I just got a run coming up to him, like coming to the finish, but they were fighting a little bit, so I think that's probably the reason I was able to close in and get the podium. But yeah, can't complain. I'll take it. It was a good finish, good race. You know, trending in the right direction compared to earlier this season with caution. So I'll take that as a win.
Of course, sitting behind traffic for a long amount of time isn't the best thing to have to be sitting behind, because it's where you normally have to use your fast repair and pray you could even make it out of the situation alive. How did it feel, first off, to try to be driving through the traffic tonight, and then of course, how difficult was it to try to get a position and maintain it?
You know, my mentality early was to try to stay like out of trouble. I don't like using fast repairs early if I can help it. So up until about the first stage, I tried to stay up in that top like 15 kind of ish, space. But at the end of the day, if I lost some positions, I didn't lose too much sleep over it. I tried staying safe, staying clean, because I know that towards the end of these races, like this one ended up being, it can get pretty nasty. So yeah, but I mean, making up those positions, I did get a speeding penalty earlier. I was pretty bummed at it because I had some decent track position, but it just kind of depends. Sometimes holes will open up, sometimes they won't, and you'll be in gridlock. It really just kind of depends on the herd mentality, and it changes throughout the race. But I would say towards the end there, it got really dicey. You just kind of had to take space where it opened up, and it didn't always open up, So a little bit of luck, but yeah, it was a challenge.
I mean, trucks here a little bit different than, I guess you would say, your Gen 7 or your O'Reillys. Trucks are a little bit more aero dependent when it comes to downforce, and they don't really have much of a leeway, so to say, in mistakes. How do the trucks feel for you here tonight?
They were fine. Pushing was okay. I mean, they're definitely, they're shorter, so they feel a little like they wiggle more. Definitely have a little more of that compared to like the next gen car, super stable. But they also kind of feel comforting in a way. Like it's you can push it to an edge if you want to, but at the same time, if you back off just about 10%, it's a pretty safe truck to drive overall. So I mean, I personally I enjoy it. I honestly would almost advocate for a whole season of these because I just feel like they're really good. Kind of hard to handle checkups though. When you're up on someone's bumper, kind of hard to see around or in front of you. So I think that ended up causing a lot more yellows towards the end of the race when people were keeping the gaps close. But all in all, I think they're still pretty safe. And a lot of it happens to be due to the speed too. They're a bit slower than some of the other cars we drive, and I feel like a little more forgiving in reaction time, which is huge. Uh, but yeah, they're fun. I like them. They're probably one of my top things to drive in this league.
Now, last week, after the iRacing Super Speedway, you were down 3 positions. Currently in 13th. You're only about, going into this race tonight, you were only about 7 points behind a top 10 spot. How are we feeling about how close this battle is, just about week 5 now, between almost the entire top 15?
Yeah, it's a tough one, and I can't really let weeks like last week happen very often if I can help it, just because I lost a lot of leeway. I had gained a bunch, and then I lost it again, and now I'm kind of at a point where I think I had a decent points night tonight. So hopefully I'll move up a little in the standings, and it's all about just kind of keeping clean, because you can drive aggressive, but all it takes is one mistake from you or one slip up from someone else, and that aggressive move can end your night. And so if that means giving up a potential 2 or 3 positions gained here in the race, but still finishing decent overall, as long as you can stay consistent, at least if I can stay consistent, I think I have a decent chance of staying where I'm at to slightly improve positions in the standings, which I will take over 100 times than falling because I was being reckless.
Of course, man, before we let you go here and enjoy the rest of your night, any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, well, first, I'll thank you for watching this and broadcasting it to people, and commenting on it, and all the work you put into it. I know it's not easy, and I know it takes your time, and we really appreciate you doing this for us, and you put on a good show. I'd like to thank the owner owner and admins of the league for, putting in, extra time and effort and putting up with stuff when sometimes it's hard. I know, and I see it firsthand with a lot of these guys. They, they've got lives and things going on outside of this, and they still make it work somehow. So appreciate all them. Appreciate, all the sponsors and everyone that comes out here to race. We wouldn't have a league if there weren't racers. So I really, really appreciate all you guys, especially for starting to trend towards a cleaner direction in racing. And I guess for everyone that takes time to watch, and, even if it's not a true NASCAR, ratings on NBC or whatever, it's still fun to have a good crowd to watch.
Of course, man. Appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congrats on your top 3 finish. Hopefully, you're going to be able to get, more consistency within that top 3 and start moving your way up the ladder on the points within the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Oh, and yeah, let me not forget to thank my team. Of course, they're the ones who get me up here and help me out. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Sometimes it just goes unspoken how much I appreciate them. But yeah, those guys at TMS Racing, Ed, Hunter, and Chase, and Zach when he's here part time, they're all good guys, and we all work well together, and I appreciate them. And hopefully I can, this is my first time running with them as a teammate. I used to race for a different team, so I'm hoping I carry their banner well and representing them good, and I appreciate all they do for us. So, but yeah, have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right.
I almost forgot the team shout out. Can be very dangerous. Word coming in. The 20 of Hunter Smith is not getting his interview, so we are going to go ahead and take in Vicente Guerrero.
Hello.
Hello.
What up?
What is the magic behind your team this season?
Uh, when you find a good group of guys and you get along with them and you just connect, you know, everybody's strategy, everybody's asking for our opinions and we take in these different ideas and we just figure shit out and we roll with it and we mesh really good. I mean, it's hard to find these guys, it's like, and we're lucky to find these guys. We've known each other for at least a couple seasons. Charlie's new, um, and we like Charlie.
Well, I would say so. He's got 3 wins now for the team. So
Yeah, I was messing with him. I was messing with him like pre-race and I think the last race, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it 3 in a row. If you could do 2 in a row and I could do 2 in a row, why can't I do 3 in a row? And I was driving my butt off tonight, and I wanted it, and I seen it, and I lost it there. But you know, it is what it is. It's just hard racing, I would say. Just unfortunate. That had it happen there coming. I seen the checker flag waving, and when you like, yes, I finally got this deal 3 in a row, and it just was just. I just felt like it was just taken from me. But it's all right. It's all good. I'll get over it and I'll forget about it and move on.
I mean, you had like you said, a little bit of a tough night here and there. Feel like the team overall was still pretty strong here tonight, as always. How are you feeling, about your performance here tonight, knowing that there was a tie on points coming into this race between you and Banky, and Alan Hess just 1 point behind?
I didn't know we were tied because I know I missed the first race because I think I was out on vacation. But I didn't. Is there? Are they counting a drop or something? Because I know I missed a race.
I don't. I'm not too sure on the drop right now. I know they did have you. They did have you set here with 3 starts, 129 points. You also had 8 bonus points that would have helped you with that 129. And then Banky 4 starts with 129 points. So I think there was just a lot of misfortune for drivers behind you. That kind of led to you being able to sit within that, top 5 spot pretty comfortable. And then,
Yeah.
you and Banky tied tonight. Of course, you finished above them, so you'll still gain some points, probably pushing yourself up to 4th place comfortably. I mean, pretty
Well, that's
tight for
good.
you guys up here in the top 5 this season so far.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good racing there and good points. And just try to keep marching forward and see if we can get that top spot.
I mean, you guys are doing pretty good so far in the podiums column, especially in the win list column. But, are you guys hoping to keep this momentum going throughout the entirety of the season? And, hopefully this progresses as well into the playoffs. Kind of what's a basic rundown of, your strategy on a weekly basis with the team?
Um, I think what are we, a third through the season now?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we'll probably cool it down the second, third, and then bring in the heat at the last stretch of that run. Just to, just to chill and have some fun.
Next week.
I'm just joking, Tyler.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was like, all right.
We're gonna keep going. I mean, we ain't gonna cool it. We're gonna keep trying to go forward. We want to help our teammates, as much as we can. I think Ball was on a uh one of those controller things, travel things. I use traveling right now. I think on a business trip, but yeah. Well, we're gonna try to help him when we can, and Dwayne, and you know, I think Adam missed tonight, so hopefully we could help them to gain some points and stay up front. Um, I don't know what the cutoff line there is for the playoffs. I think it's, what is it, 16 or 10?
12.
Oh, 12. So hopefully, I don't know how many of us are in the top 12 right now, but obviously that's going to be probably our goal to get everybody, make sure everybody makes the top 12. The more of us in the top 12, then we cover those spots and that somebody else can't have or other teams can't have. So it's gonna be tough, but we'll see what could happen. Hopefully, we get all our teams up there.
Of course, next week in Atlanta, 130 laps, last race in the trucks until the round of 4. How are you feeling about moving to Atlanta for the first time in the trucks?
Um, I think it'll be good. I think last time I was there, not too long ago at a different league, I think I won. So I know I don't know if we're gonna be running iRacing setup or whatever, but I could have sworn it was getting a little bit loose if you push through the corner. Um, on the second lane or third lane, it was getting the truck loose off exit. So definitely probably gonna have to watch that, but just be cautious and maybe bubble push a little bit more than actually pushing the truck.
Of course, man, before we let you go tonight, any shout out to give?
I want to give you a shout out for broadcasting and dealing with all our nut presses stuff out there on the track. Hopefully, we didn't have too many cautions for you tonight. I want to thank everybody that was watching tonight, and Team Napresta, everybody there, and also a huge shout out to Charlie for getting his third win of the season. Congrats on that. And my folks out in Arizona, my wife for letting me do what I do here, and can't forget the sponsor on the truck, Fit Service and Repair.
Of course, man, congrats on your another team win for you guys here tonight. and fourth place finish. Hopefully, we can see you get another win. If not, another one from the team get a win for you guys this season.
For sure. You're gonna get tired of us.
Oh, I can imagine.
Nah, Presta.
You have a good one, man.
You too.
Now on to your winner tonight. Going to be the number 69. That is your 3-time winner, Charlie Morgan. Charlie, you there?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, there he is. Well, first off, congrats on the 3-time.
Heck yeah, 3 times, man. It's been a tough season. I mean, it'd be 4 if you count the duels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, still close call there at the end. Almost had you wiped out as well. Thankfully, you lost a little bit of time there. Teammate Guerrero was able to get around you and kind of set you up to be in a good position. A little bit off pace from them, so when they did make contact, you were right there to sweep it. Of course,
yeah, I was. Go ahead.
I was going to say, of course, still had to put in effort to get that win. 44 laps led tonight for you by the end of the night, and you finished where you started in P1. So, I mean, still had a good night.
Yeah, that last run going to the checker, like I was cooked. Like, I knew I was cooked. So my best bet was just to maybe just hope for third. And then I don't know what happened there at the end. I don't know if Guerrero came down or I think it was Hunter came up, whichever they got together and started spinning towards the bottom. And I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I can win this. I was like, where's the start and finish line at? So yeah, it was fun up there, man. I just it just kind of fell in my lap this time.
I mean, still, you've had to earn your keep around here the last few weeks, especially as a rookie. You want to come out and dominate early on as strong as possible. I would say you've done so far so good. You're sitting third in points before tonight's results. 14 stage points, 137 points in total. Not too far behind the 2 teammates that are fighting it out for the lead right now on points. So, I mean, you got to be feeling good. 3 wins, third coming into this race on points, and practically nothing but up for you and the team here this season.
Yeah, I'm it's been good. I mean, there's a good points night for us for sure. Last week, not so good at iRacing Super Speedway. I think I finished like 7th or 8th. So it definitely wasn't a terrible run, but like at the beginning of the season, I said all I wanted was top 10 finishes. And we're kind of putting them together. I think the points race now is going to be pretty close with Ball finishing, further down in the list, but Kilday still got top 10. So it's going to be a good run. We'll see what happens. Take it 1 week at a time. Starting to gain some friends out there, so I'm noticing people like to push me now, so that's a good thing for me.
Now, of course, switching series is every week or once every month has got to be a little bit difficult having to run with that. Of course, next gens to the Gen 6 trucks. After our last race at Atlanta in the trucks, we're going to move to the ARCA series. So how are you feeling about that?
Man, I love the ARCA cars. The ARCA cars are a little different because you got to know how to push. Real easy to bumper hook, as you know. We'll just be looking out for that. But my theory is just stay out front so you ain't got to deal with the mess in the middle. So that's just, how it is.
And of course, still a long season ahead of you guys. Like we said, we're only about like a third through it right now. Regular season won't end until the regular season won't end until October 5th, but round of 4, which the way it's looking now, you'll be in, won't finish until November 16th. So, what is your strategy at this point in time in the season to keep preparing yourself not only in a points position, but as well in a mindset to chase the championship?
Yeah, I think the biggest key is you just need to stay up front, finish in top five, top tens each week, being consistent. It's not about winning every race. You know what I mean? It's about just being consistent up front. And, you just got to finish. Earlier tonight, I had to burn a fast repair due to a wreck. And so I just had to decide, hey, do I want to ride at the back or do I want to just stay at the front? And in my races in the past, riding in the back hasn't worked very great for me. So I said, let's just blitz the front. And, it worked out. 44 laps led, as you said. So led the most laps. So it was a good points day for us for sure.
Of course, man, before we let you get on out of here for the night, enjoy your win. You have a shout out you want to give to anybody?
I want to give a shout out to you for the broadcast. Shout out to Dalton and everybody that puts this thing on every week. I know it's probably a headache going through all the races and handing out penalties. Nobody likes to do that. Shout out to No Presta for working with me this race. And then shout out to all my buddies that helped me along the way, coached me along the way. So that's pretty much it, I guess.
Well, of course, man, congrats on your win here tonight. Number 3 on the season. Still a lot more races to go. So hopefully we are talking to you once again, whether it's another win for you or it's a top 3 finish.
Oh, one more thing. Shout out to everybody that was in my Twitch stream, and shout out to Roger Caruth for the raid in the middle of this race.
Oh, that's crazy. What a wild
hell yeah
raid to get.
Yeah, what a wild race,
dude. Oh man. Well, I guess it's a double win night for you. So
yes,
yeah, get the stream, get the raid from Raja and the win. So W's, man, W's.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, take care.
You too. Oh, what a good night for him. Raja Caruth raid right into a race win. Hey, you can't make it up. Can't make it up. Of course, we are left with no more live coverage. And I don't like the song, so we're going to skip it. Of course, your winner tonight, Charlie Morgan, Hunter Smith in second, Ethan Horst in third. 100 laps in the books here tonight. 26 different lead changes under green flag. 15 different leaders all throughout the night. Only 10 cautions, totaling 32 laps. Your hard charger was Dalton Gibson with 13 positions. Most laps led to Charlie Morgan at 44. Josh Paul with the fastest lap. And of course, Charlie setting that pole position earlier in the night. One hell of a race. Another points race in the books for the American Stock Car Racing League. And we are on to Atlanta next week in the Truck Series. The last race for the trucks until the playoffs. Of course, you could be sure to catch us not tomorrow, not Wednesday either, but on Thursday for the Asphalt Racing League Season 0, and then on Saturday for the Naris Cup Series, as we are about 4 weeks away from our playoff run. So be sure to tune in whatever days you can make it right here on the Asphalt Racing Network. Of course, on behalf of everybody at the American Stock Car Racing League and the Asphalt Racing Network, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in as always. We are going to leave you on the white flag lap where Charlie Morgan had claimed his 3rd win this season. Of course, we hope to catch you next time. If not, we hope to catch you somewhere else.